back, everyone, of Fabulous Foods. I'm very excited. I have a special dear friend with me today. Kayla, thanks for coming on today.
Thank you, Victoria, for having me.
Of course. Kayla, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Yes, so my name is Kayla. I am the owner of a nonprofit called Connecting Pieces, and we provide support for people with gastrointestinal disorders and ostomies.
Awesome. Okay. And as a registered dietitian, Kayla and I have worked together before doing different cooking shows. So I'm really glad that she is able to be on my cooking show today. So thank you.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Of course. And today we're going to be making some fish tacos. I know you were saying you wanted some tacos. So we have some tacos, rice, and cabbage that we're going to be making today.
I'm excited.
Okay. So to start, we're going to make some cabbage. So I'm going to slice it up. So I'm just gonna slice them thin. And the nice thing is they're gonna cook for about, 2 hours, which is really great. So the cabbage is for itself, the vegetable, but we're gonna make rice as well. So I've been grating things lately. So I'm gonna grate tomatoes because we're gonna add that to our rice. And
I didn't know you could grate a tomato.
I know. The first time I saw a tomato being grated, it was going in eggs.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, wow, okay, that's pretty cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
So why the grating, pretty much?
Why the grating? So so anytime you're breaking down a vegetable, cutting it, you're breaking it down to make it easier to digest. I also think that when we're with gastrointestinal diseases, if we puree items first, it makes it a little bit easier for digestion.
Good to know.
Yes. Ready?
Yes.
All right, I'm really excited. So to start, we're gonna make I would say a really, really, really great broth, okay? But for our vegetables, okay? So what I'm gonna do first is just go ahead and dump in the cabbage.
I love that sound.
Don't you? It just sounds so pleasing. So I have our ingredients here. Can you tell me what smell that might be?
Nutmeg?
Close. It's clove.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're gonna add some clove in first.
Right.
And then, do you know what this might be? This is star anise. And if you smell it, it smells like licorice, right? So it's gonna be really fun. So then, in this recipe, this is maple syrup, okay? We're making it like a sweet cabbage in a way, okay?
Okay.
And some people did brown sugar if they have, but I figured let's do some maple syrup. It's almost syrup season anyways.
That's
where
right,
they go into the trees and everything. This is
cumin?
cumin. Yes, Mom. Just a little bit. Because we just want a little bit of kick. And then we're going to add an apple cider.
Okay.
I want some vinegar in here to break down the cabbage, okay? And a little splash extra.
This smells amazing already.
Smells good?
Yeah.
Good. And then we're just gonna add in water to cover it up. And then mix it well.
Yes. Now I know we were kind of talking a bit during break a bit, and
Yes.
I wanted to kind of get into vegetables, cooking them, how we kind of digest them, the barriers that I run through.
Right.
And some of the things that I kind of had mentioned was, recently with my surgery, it's harder for me to kind of process foods. And I see a lot of people with a lot of gastro problems always kind of eliminating things and pulling things away when they become afraid, right? Because they think, this isn't working, or this might cause pain. So how can we sort of navigate that?
Yeah.
How can we have options?
Good question. And it is that fearful feeling and to eliminate items, but slowly but surely. I know we were talking about how you might do smaller meals, right? And doing multiple quantities. So by adding them back, like you said, through cooking. So a lot of foods on a low fiber diet has to be cooked, 2 or 3 hours maybe, right? And really having that time to do it too is really a struggle. And adding it back in, I really would like to think whatever you really enjoy the most, bring that back in and try to see if you have to do different recipes for it and really try to introduce that back in slowly. All right, so anywho, this is gonna cook. We're gonna let this come to a boil Once it comes to a boil, then we will let it simmer down on a low for 2 to 3 hours, okay? So the great thing about garlic is the antioxidants in it too, and the shallots, right? I'm gonna add our pureed tomatoes.
This smells amazing
right?
in here.
So these tomatoes have been cooking. Now we're gonna go ahead and toast our rice, okay?
Okay. I need to start definitely coming on here more often.
We'd love to have you. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and add our seasonings. So I actually have just a little bit of ginger. You can see not too much. And I like to just add a little bit of ginger just because it helps with nausea. So I feel like if I add just a little bit in, it will just make the dish really relaxing for me and be more easy on my gut. Okay, so now I already have fresh garlic, but I'm gonna put dry garlic in too. Well, I have it all, I might as well put it all in. Okay, so the same sense where we haven't added the water yet, we're kind of toasting the seasonings too. Okay. In the same way with the rice, we want to toast the seasonings so that you can really give that flavor more robust, right? So that's really the nice part about toasting our herbs, our spices, and our grains that we're using. So 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water, okay? Oh. We're gonna let it come to a boil first, and then we'll let it simmer, and it's gonna cook for about a half hour. Okay. So in the meantime, I thought we can make some tortillas from scratch.
Ooh,
okay.
Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and make that, all right?
Let's go.
All right. Kayla, are you ready for this?
I am. I kind of want to, I want to play with it. I'm sorry.
Well, we're gonna play with dough. Here we go. This is the best part. All right. I just like to go slow, so I just introduce the dough to it. Introduce the corn to the water, just so slowly get it incorporated.
Now, do you add any like extra seasonings? Is this like a gluten-free flour? Or?
This is just corn. So yeah, I mean, depends on this facility. It is gluten-free, right? But yeah, you can definitely add seasonings here. You can add salt, oil if you want to use it like for a later time. That's what they say. So like if you're making this right away, you don't have to add oil, but you can always add salt to it too. But I figured with everything else we have on our product today, we don't need any.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna just transfer it just to the table. So just go ahead and roll it into a little ball, and then we'll let it rest for a moment. So I have the parchment paper here to make it easier for transferring purposes, because sometimes it breaks really easily. Okay, so we're gonna do an X marks the spot, and that is what we do in baking school to make it nice and flat and even. And then we can roll it out. Okay, and we have the saran wrap here so that it'll stay safe and not on here. This is just to make it a little bit more seamless. All right, are you getting hungry?
I'm starving. It smells so good in here. It smells so yummy.
Good. So now we're just gonna make a quick sauce. I knew that your son really likes sriracha, so I thought we'd make sriracha mayonnaise. Okay, you can do whatever kind of mayonnaise you'd like. I just wanted to try a different oil. But you can try any kind of oil that you want. But I like to start off the spice level a little, tone it down.
Yeah.
And then what I like to do is I like to add a little bit of lemon to cut the acidity, to cut the spice.
That's smart.
So I'm just gonna do a little bit. I do 1/2. I just wanna make sure no seeds go in. It might make it a little bit more watery, but then that's when you can just play around with it. All right, we'll clean this up, and then we're gonna start the fish process.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you in a minute.
Yeah.
All right, what we're waiting for to actually get this fish prepared so we can eat it.
the main dish,
Main
right?
attraction, yes. All right, so you might be noticing something a little different with dredging. So dredging is just coating something with flour or breadcrumbs, and then you would fry it. Or pan fry it or something, right? So sometimes with like chicken cutlets, we may use like an egg wash. And the egg wash can make sure that each flour and breadcrumbs adheres to the product. But I was thinking with anybody who may have an egg allergy, we're gonna omit with it. you'll see the different components. So you might see the flour, you might see the breadcrumb, but at the end of the day, it will taste really yummy.
It absolutely will. Like egg or no egg.
You're in it for me?
Yes.
Okay, good. So right, I just have regular flour here, and then I have Italian style breadcrumbs, and then I have some cumin just to give it a little kick.
Oh.
Does that sound okay with you?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So normally I will add it in the breadcrumb section because I will give this like a little toss.
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Definitely.
I love breading things. I have so many questions about breading right
Okay.
now.
Ask them away, please.
First, you said this is an Italian dressing.
Yep.
Can you use like panko or
Definitely.
anything?
Yep.
Okay.
A little bit more.
Now, gluten-free.
Yes.
I know just for myself, it's always been so much harder to find like gluten-free ones and stuff. What do we do if we can't find a gluten-free one?
Then you have to make it.
Make it?
Yes.
From scratch?
From scratch. So you can get the gluten-free bread, let it dry out a couple of days, however long, right? And then you can throw it in a food processor, and then you pulverize it nice and slow and steady, and then that will break it down. And then you'll have the breadcrumbs. So I'm just gonna do flour first. And this flour helps eliminate any of that water that's in the product. It'll come off, so just give it a little shake. Bread it. So I'm gonna just flour them all first.
Do you want me to bread and then I'll...
Do you want a bread?
I would love to bread.
Okay. Get on in there, girl.
Yes, I'm like, is there a special way? Like, this is how I bread.
And you bread how you bread.
Okay.
Okay? And I just take off as much flour as we want. All right, so this looks good. We'll put these in the fridge. We'll clean up, and then we'll get back into it. All right?
I did amazing.
You did. Good job. Thank you. Okay, now we're really going to be cooking. So we are going to be frying some fish, and we're going to be cooking some corn tortillas. Okay, everyone, I'm excited. You excited?
Yes.
Let's get this going. Okay. We're doing a deconstructive taco now, okay? So we have our corn tortilla. Now, what is another fun dish that I made too was I got black beans and I had some sofritos. Our friend from Clara Sofritos, I added his sofrito sauce in and beans, and I actually cooked this for about 3 hours because I want to make sure that for those who have gastrointestinal disease that it's cooked enough that it will not really cause too much discomfort. That's my goal and hope when I cook things a long time, okay?
And I love the extra love that you put into them for me, so thank you.
Of course. And I wanted as much color on this plate as we could.
Okay.
All right. Now we're gonna add in some rice. Now, when I make the rice, I kind of make it so it has extra water. And I do that so for those who has gastrointestinal disease, it can keep cooking and keep cooking as long as it can. So it might cook for a half hour, but then I may end up cooking it for an hour. Just so that at least it's breaking down a little bit more and it's easier to digest.
Good to know.
Okay.
Thank you.
Of course. All right, now we can add our fish.
Yes, chef.
Appreciate that. You're so sweet. Add our fish in next. Okay. Now we're gonna add our cabbage.
I feel like these are gonna be some pretty big tacos. Now that I'm seeing you like layer everything and put everything together, I think I'm only gonna need one at this point.
Well, that's good because this is just our small portion, so this could be one of 6 in a day.
Yes.
And then we have our mayonnaise sriracha sauce. We could do one with a dot. We could do another one with a zigzag.
Oh, now you're getting fancy, chef.
What do you think, chef?
I love it. I'm truly just like super thankful for this and all the hard work that I put into it.
Yes. you did the best, so thank you. You are a star pupil today. I appreciate it.
Thank you. No, really. Honestly, I can't wait to taste it. I'm like, can I take a little bite right now for the crowd?
Definitely.
Is it okay?
Yeah, if you feel comfortable doing that.
I'm going to take a little bite of the
Let
fish
us know what you think.
here. And, oh my God.
It's good? It's good?
It's
Okay.
so soft, and it like melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
Perfect. Good.
It's amazing. It's like flavored perfectly. It is, what do you say, poached? Is it like poached perfectly? Or
Love
dredged?
that. Dredged.
Dredged.
Yeah. Poach it. Yeah.
Yeah, dredged perfectly. And I can't wait to taste the rest of it. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank
I'm going to
you.
give you a hug. Thank you.
Of course. I love it. Thank you. I'm so glad you came on. Kayla, thanks for coming on. And I really wish you well with connecting pieces. And I hope all goes super well. And we'll see you the next time on Nourish and Flourish.
Yes.
And I hope to see you again on Fabulous Foods.
Yes. Thank you for having me. It's been amazing.
Oh, good. We'll see you guys till next time. Bye. Thank you.